Hello and welcome back to the channel. So we'll be making this beautiful jacket, kimono, whatever you call it. Stay tuned as you learn. So we'll be using, I used about 4 yards of organdy fabric. Depending on how full you want it to be, you could use 6, 7 yards. Depending on how full, you can see the original video is fuller than mine. So you could be able to pleat very well. So here I folded clothes into 4 and I ironed a lot because the fabric, I didn't have the patience to be pinning it down and all the likes. If I ironed it, it will stay in place. So after I did that, I measured 17 inches from beginning to the end of the fabric. So don't mind the excess at the side. There's no zipper allowance. It's just when folding and folding, I just could not cut because the fabric was just always moving. So here I was just making sure I measured the 17 inches from beginning to the end. So after that, I'm measuring the full length of the kimono. Mind you, the material was exactly my length, 60 inches. But if you're taller, you don't fold it by the inch of the that the fabric comes with. You fold it the other way around to get your exact measurement. Then after that, here I was just taking away 2 inches from the center of the front of the cloth. And mind you, I was taking 2 inches using the back measurement, not from that excess that was in front looking like zipper allowance. I was just taking it from the direct from the back, using the back. You'll be able to still see the back measurement. Yes, I was just using that to measure it. So after that, you cut it out. Mind you, don't cut the back so you don't make mistake. Make sure you take it and just cut the 2 pieces for the front. So yeah, I was just cutting, then I cut the back as well. So after I was done, I went to the shoulder area of the kimono. So from the end of the shoulder, you take away 2 inches so that your kimono is going to sit perfectly on your shoulder, and then we'll slant it from the neck area. So after that, I'll take the measurement for the neck. So the depth of the back is 1 inch by 2.5 inches. Then you curve it. So after that, we take from the center front 14 inches. And then we connect it to our originally 2.5 inch that we already had, and then we cut. So if you want it to be wider, like the video was, I think about 3.5 inches for the wideness of the neck. You could also use 3, you could use 3.5, depending on how wide you want the kimono to be. So yeah, I was just cutting it. So after cutting, we put it to the side, and then for the extra joining on the kimono, I folded my fabric into 4, the remaining fabric that I had. If you notice, mine was a managed version of the original one. If you want it to be like the original one, you need more yards, and then you will not cut it this way because I cut it by length. So it was very small, like it was, by the time I folded it was about 6 to 7 inches. But if you want yours to be more than that, you have to join a lot, and then you have to, on a fold, you have to cut it by 10 inches. So after that, you join all your pieces together. Then here I've already joined the shoulder of the kimono together. Then here you go and hem the lower part differently, not together. Then after you've joined, you hem the lower part of the dress. Here I was just cutting open all the joined areas of the kimono. Then after that, from the shoulder area where your sleeve is, where you be able to bring out your hand. I measured 11 inches and I chalked that, and from that 11 inches you sew it down, join the two sides by 1 inches. Make sure you secure that place very well. So after that, I already joined by 1 inch. So you take your ribbon and turn the center of your kimono. So you had already finished joining the center of the kimono. Make sure you iron very well too. So here now, that's the band for the sides. You can see mine is very little. So by the time I fold it, it's going to be very, very small. So I've joined them together. Then the ends of the band, I already folded it in, since we already the kimono jacket already. So we'll just join this to our kimono now, and make sure to run the two ends together like I did here, so that when you're trying to join the fabric together to the kimono, it's not going to be stressing you. So here I'd already joined it and I was pinning down the centers, the joinings together. So we're done with our fabric. You take it to your machine and pleat the that folded area to your kimono, and we're done with our kimono. See how beautiful my kimono looks like, even if it doesn't look as full as the original one, but we rock it like that, isn't it? So yours, and let me see.